Oh, hello there. How's it going?
Oh man, it's going good this morning. How are you?
Oh, just making a few last minute adjustments here. Yeah, anyway, how you doing, dude?
He's writing some notes. He's getting his now I see here
No, I was texting Egorov. I'm kind of lost here in his mansion. I don't know where to go, and I'm kind of scared.
Yeah. this screen, that screen is just I think
Dude.
that needs to go on YouTube for sure. That's like one of those really good like YouTube thumbs.
Yeah, oh, this background here?
Yeah.
This thumbnail. I keep getting the overlay on my screen. I don't know if it's just me. But yeah. Yeah, so, I'm trying to find my way out of here. I'm kinda getting nervous. I keep getting calls, people saying that they're gonna take over Egorov's mansion, they're gonna invade, man. I wanna get out of here. But,
yeah,
I
mean,
other than that,
the moving guys are gonna be there any second, so I would probably start trying to find a door.
Yeah, well, I guess if they'll make one, if I just wait long enough, so maybe I'll just be patient, instead of getting more lost. But, yeah, man. What about with you, dude? What have you been up to lately, Dracula?
Man, as the title says, man, just been in the trenches. Just
Yeah?
trenching, just trading.
You've been going to war for Phantom out there? Or for Sonic? Phantom Sonic?
I'm out here in the trenches going to war every day for all of you.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, I'm putting the whole thing on my back. You know what I'm saying? Forget the like 50 to 100 people that are probably all working on this. It's just all on me really at this point. So I just have to got to press forward, man. We're gonna make it.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, I could tell. No one cares more about this Phantom game than you do, dude. And that's why I like hanging out with you, Dracula, because you always got the insider details because you're in there. You're in there. You're calling the shots that need to be called. So I'm assuming that was you that sniped Pedro and headshotted it immediately right out the gate.
Yeah, I mean, I had to do it. There was money to be made. There was money to be made. So, sorry guys, just
yeah,
the way it goes.
One thing I know about Dracula, he's a nice guy, he's a great guy, but he's not afraid to slit your throat over $50,000.
But yeah, we'll get to that. That was an interesting launch for sure. I guess let's see here. He says now we have 2 Pedros. Well, I guess that's true. There was a Pedro on Degen Express that was like a raccoon.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that.
And now we have a raccoon and a mongoose.
Yeah, but a crazy mongoose.
Yeah, I hope you got the audio from when the mongoose showed up. But yeah, we'll get to that. I figured for starters we would just take a gander at the chart here, since
let's see if I'm still in the money.
Yeah, I mean it's fun to chart when we're live. So obviously we've charted before when we've recorded, and then it's like it's guaranteed that something crazy is going to happen when we chart like the day before an episode airs.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is my as Corville calls it, the Rainbow Road.
Well, yeah, dude.
So here we are on the previously recorded GMSONIC, just catching you up on the lore. It was about to be FOMC. The sky was falling. Everybody was losing their minds. It was over. The run was over. Crypto was done. But everything ended up kind of working out the way most of us thought. It was not necessarily like a super positive announcement, but it wasn't negative. You know what I mean? So they pretty much stayed flat. So we were free falling. Luckily, we hit resistance. We had, decent news. Everything shot back up. Now we're having we had a little bit of a correction there, and hopefully now we can get to business as usual. Now that we've made it, we've survived another meeting.
That's right. Business as usual, which of course always and only means up, 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 never down ever again. So yeah, guys, I opened a cheeky little long, and I'm feeling quite pleased with myself.
Yeah, I had a
And I'm
long.
probably gonna get exploded tomorrow because I said that live on air. But I mean, look at it, dude. Look at that right there, dude. That little red bar. We had a big fat green bar, red
Yep.
bar, higher low on the probably 1 hour time frame. I think it can only be good. I'm willing to bet the house on this.
Well,
Not
what I
financial
like to
advice. This is
see.
me being a degenerate in public.
Yeah, I mean, of course, what I like to see is our little. What I like to see is this.
Mhm. I see the red and the blue lines, they touched, they kissed for a moment there, then they diverged again.
Yeah, we were maybe about to get a little. We were maybe about to begin a little flip there, but like I said, this guy is lagging. I just kind of use it to keep track of the trend.
Mhm.
So we'll probably have, we'd have to have a few more days of green before we start, flipping back here. But yeah, this is important to me. This is what was marked as resistance,
Mhm. Mhm.
or not resistance. I'm sorry, support. This was our support line, my little meme line, and
Mhm.
it held, and that to me is what's important. We didn't close on the daily under here, so that's good news. To me, that says, hey, everybody was kind of taking a beating because it was the good old fashioned week before FOMC.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
hopefully now everyone can chill out for a bit and we can start pumping again. Let's pump it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's pump it, dude. I was considering we were talking about this a little bit before. You know, I'm kinda like a caveman or whatever here, so I just have a long open, and I was thinking, what else should I do, in this range here? Because it's gonna probably just bounce around for a little while here. I don't know if this is kosher to say live on air, but I'm probably gonna explore carbon again. We talked to them, a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
setting up one of those range orders just so I can feel like I'm doing something instead of just sitting on my hands.
Well, no, I mean, shout out to Carbon because that graphene system, as you said, we covered it here. Yeah, you can if you're like in the chop or whatever,
Mhm.
um, you know, it's like that range order is amazing because you can literally say, buy here, sell here, and you just have it set up and it's just like boink, just does it for you automatically.
Mhm.
So not a bad idea when you're just, when we're just crabbing, when we're just because I kind of feel the same right now. As we mentioned, there's not really like new money.
Mhm.
Um, we're kind of at the mercy of just like things that can make people bullish and start buying other stuff or whatever. So I wouldn't be shocked to see us kind of crab in this range for a little bit.
Yeah. We need, like, a news story or something to come out that says, like, I don't know, Switzerland's transferring all their currency into, uh, Sonic or something. Uh, maybe next time. No, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, the FOMC, um, that was neutral, which was what everyone was kind of expecting. I think they revised their estimation for cuts this year from 3 to 1, which maybe kind of dampened the mood for some people. But this is the thing, we're a bit spoiled, dude. Like 1 cut's still pretty good, dude. The zero interest rate environment is really kind of like a unique phenomenon. Um,
Yeah, I mean, it's like a once in a. I mean, I don't know if we ever get back there, honestly. And here's what I think about sometimes. I think about in the '80s, in the like in the '80s, like I've talked to like my parents before.
mhm.
Buying a house like late '70s, early '80s, and it was like back then, like 10% was like a good interest rate. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then even like in the '90s, 5, 6%, that was like, damn, you got 5%? Like,
yeah.
how'd you do that? So it kind of was like a once in a lifetime, I think. I don't know if we ever get down to that crazy. Maybe we do. But I think what we're dealing with and the reason we're at the mercy of it is more so that there's been a lot of pain already.
Mhm.
And that's when they change these rates. The motto or the concept is basically that they induce pain until things break.
Mm-hmm.
And when things start to break, then they ease off a little, give a little breathing room. So I think that's why there's these severe reactions, because I think it was last week there was something about how there's like 65, 66 US banks, even with all this, on the brink of, going out of business.
And we already had those earlier this year and last year kind of going under.
Yeah.
Again, though, it is like when you look at the bigger scope of things, banks tend to fail quite a lot anyway,
Yeah.
just because of the sheer number of them. But yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. We'll have to just wait and see. Probably the most boring thing to say, but we gotta wait and see. Here's
Well,
something interesting I saw though. Dracula, I don't know if you saw this rumor. We'll dive in a little politics here. I saw someone post that apparently Jerome Powell was questioning the employment numbers that the White House was publishing. Which, I mean, I don't know if you guys had any friends out there, or if you yourself are looking for employment, but it does seem pretty difficult right now from what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's just the propaganda or what, but everyone I know personally also is really struggling to find a spot, even in jobs that you would think have like lots of openings.
yeah, I mean, it's still not, and it's like we were talking about on the last stream too, where we were talking about the macro and how, some people want to play the macro for the markets and, et cetera. And that it doesn't usually end up really working out because the market is just like its own beast. And I have to agree with you there. It's like in general, we'll get off this pretty quick, but in general, it seems like most of the world, I mean, things are still not great right now, in terms of getting jobs and getting houses and apartments. And yeah, I know a lot of people that are like, yeah, I'm trying to buy a house. I can't do it. I'm trying to get an apartment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a job, whatever. So I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. It's an election year, people,
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Some guy.
But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be, it's an election year. So obviously you want to have those good employment, those good whatever numbers.
Yeah, they want to put some good stats. So maybe we'll get some clarity, some true clarity going in. Maybe we'll never get it again. But you got to be careful out there. You got to plan for the unexpected. And there he goes, Dracula.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
But yeah, man. So that's kind of the current state. That's, I guess, kind of how you and I are thinking about this market right now. Just still uncertainty, right? I think at least I am still kind of biased towards the upside for the time being. I think we got a lot of good news coming through, a lot of good catalysts still yet to materialize. Things are just progressing, right? So I'm still sitting on this egg, waiting for it to hatch.
Yeah, I mean, there's another saying. I'm really good at pulling out these old sayings. It's what is it? It's buy in May and walk away, or sell in May. It's one of those. And it's like, yeah, I think that's kind of what we're geared up for right now. Is just that, especially if we're talking about Fantom. There are a lot of people, a lot of big projects coming for Sonic, and I know that firsthand. But okay, yes, this is the best advice you guys could do right now. But it's like I said, we're kind of like lame duck, we're in this period we're in between Sonic. So people that are building stuff aren't necessarily going to like deploy on Fantom because they're just like, well, we're going to wait for Sonic. So not just Fantom though, it's also like just the whole market. I think as we start getting into this election cycle and everything else, things are going to start to heat up again. But hey, nothing wrong with ranging, nothing wrong with sideways. Hopefully we just actually grind up a little as well. So
yeah, inshallah, dude, and hopefully Agrov figures out how to not destroy the entire market anytime he wants to make a purchase.
Yeah, I mean, I got some stuff pulled up on Curve, but we'll touch on that. I guess what we'll look at first before that.
Take us there, Drac.
Was what happened yesterday.
Now look at that beautiful, a beautiful big W there.
This is wild. So we had the I guess it was totally out of nowhere. I mean, there was Ran, which I don't have that tweet pulled up. Maybe I could get it real fast, but it started like it started 2 days ago where Ran Newer had a tweet about, there's a mongoose coming the Fantom. And so everybody was like, all right, well, we know there's going to be a token then, right? But nobody knew what it was. So then yesterday, out of the blue, a Mario, and how do you say his last name, Corval?
Nawful?
All right, Mario Nawful Spaces comes out of nowhere, and it's talking about Phantom, and it's talking about the meme coin, the meme season contest, and that there's a new meme, which really blew my mind. Obviously, this guy's one of the biggest accounts on X.
Yeah.
See him, he's talking about SFTMX, and all this stuff. So some people dropped Pedro, and as you can see on the chart, that thing went pretty bananas.
Yeah.
You had your usual meme token sell-off. That's, this doesn't really scare me personally as a person that would buy meme coins. But the problem was right around here, there was some kind of, I think they were officially saying it was some kind of exploit with the LP.
Yeah, Legion Express is what I saw.
Yeah, so apparently there was 2 LP pools and someone was able to arb it or something. I'm not positive. And ever since then we're kind of in, chop here. People are buying, people are selling, people are, speculating on, is the price gonna, shoot back up? So this says there was no exploit, it was a single sell-off. I haven't really dug through the chart too much. Obviously when you have these big meme releases, you got all kinds of, it's like a minefield, you know what I mean? You got snipers, you got people that are just trying to make LP before you do, you got all kinds of stuff. I imagine the first break here was probably like, your people that were able to snipe the launch and all that stuff. But yeah, unfortunate we had this event here. Still about 6 million market cap. Still done 3 million in volume. So Spooky probably doesn't mind that too much. And a decent amount of liquidity left. So as someone mentioned earlier, I've pretty much just woken up. So I haven't gone through the feed too much yet to see like what's happening right now with the project. But from what I see, it's obviously going forward. You can recover from this if you play your cards right.
Goat bought nearly 200K of it back. That's why we were at 6 mil, as it was 600K. So the goat is according to some guy, the goat is raising this ship out of the ocean. So I don't know. I'm kind of look. I like meme coins, but I'm kind of scared of meme coins like this, dude. They make me nervous. Because one, I didn't know anything about any of this, and then Dracula shoots me a telegram. He's like, "Dude, you seen this X Spaces right now?" And
I was like, blown away.
No. So I go and I check it out, and it's pure chaos. I've never listened to a Mario Nawfall space before, because usually when I see them popping up on my X thing, it'll be like a big alien reveal. Government admits that aliens are kidnapping your wife in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But this one was like even more chaotic. The goat was speaking, I guess, and he didn't sound like anything like he sounded like when we talked to him. And also there's this crazy mongoose.
I hope you have that part.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Of course, I listened to the whole thing, and I mean, I had to. I was like, man, when is Fantom on this kind of stage? But it was really hard to listen to like 10 different guys that all sounded like characters from The Simpsons that had retainers in their mouth. Like, oh yeah, Mario. The cool thing about meme coins, just that. I was like, dude, how can I? Ugh. But we made it through because I was like, we got to listen to it.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find. I had it pulled up and I accidentally closed it.
That's all right. Yeah, Yeah, they had a guy that was, I guess, speaking for the GOAT. That was funny. But then they also had the Pedro account come on, and that was also like some guy yelling with a bunch of stuff breaking in the background with animal noises.
Yeah, he was shrieking. It was great audio performance because the guy was just shrieking at the top of his lungs. Oh my god. Yeah, to that point, yeah, that was definitely a voice app. I don't think that was the real GOAT, but, I mean, I don't know what to believe anymore, really. Alright, I gotta find this Pedro guy when he speaks. I felt like he was speaking half the time, but I can't find it now.
Well, if we find it, that's cool.
My bad, dude.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. It's
Mhm.
meme coin launches are just so volatile. I mean, I've seen charts way worse than this that end up, mooning. So you just don't know.
Yeah, it did look like a meerkat, Benny, you're right.
Now this is
Um,
interesting. I mean, can somebody confirm that for me? Because I guess my animals are screwed up. I thought that was a mongoose, but I guess what is
it
a
was a
meerkat?
he called it a mongoose, looks like a meerkat, sounds like Crash Bandicoot. Um, and then when I can find the goddamn spot, you will also hear how he sounds like Crash Bandicoot. Uh,
Let's see. I'm gonna pull this up.
okay.
Wow. Yeah, I think you're right. This is a mongoose. Okay.
A meerkat is a mongoose?
Now this is just great. This is just pure entertainment right here. For people that are tuning in later and watching us just try to figure out what a mongoose or a meerkat is.
They're from the same breed.
So we
Dude,
got
look at that one right in the middle, that picture right in the middle, he's, like, screaming. That's what it was
yeah,
like on
that
the
was what it was
stream.
like. Oh, okay, look at this. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's definitely a meerkat, but
I don't know, the meerkat seems more dignified, and look how cute they are. Little
yeah.
okay, I found it, alright. Here
Oh,
there was
you
a
found
problem with
it?
the X interface here, it's not showing that he's speaking, but he is speaking. Okay, let
You
me,
want me to throw that up?
yeah, let me get this in the right spot here. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know, is it bad to give this kinda like, let's see.
I guess we'll find out.
Have much time, and you can see them in the back of my.
Yeah, here we go.
Fucking crazy, man! It was not the mic.
Whatever animal makes that
I
sound.
want to say that this Pedro, it's a lunatic, man. This Pedro is a fucking insane mongoose. That's all I'm saying. And first,
So if you believe in that, then yeah, I guess it's a good body. Very goofy, very silly, but kinda interesting space. I guess it was at the end of the day, though, getting a Mario Nawfal space is big because he does have what, like 2,000,000, 1,000,000, something crazy amount of like, yeah, 1.5 million follows. He's had Musk on, he's had really big accounts on his streams. So we definitely got like big exposure. 87,000 people tuned in,
Wow.
uh, according to X. So that's hot. That's awesome. But hey, some guy paid promo is still promo, baby.
Well, I'll say this too. Now during the space, I was kind of like, basically all these people on the panel were like, "Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Phantom is, but I'll uh, I'll try to get some money over there." Um,
Yeah, I'll
or
be
like
honest.
they were like, "I don't know what that is." So I mean, I could see that that could actually be a positive. I mean, there's a lot of people that probably like mostly play on Ethereum or Solana and don't really do alt L1s.
Yeah, as a guy who does a lot of streaming and stuff, and also who doesn't know a lot of anything, I know what vamping is when I hear it, and there was definitely a lot of it going on, just filling up the space. But, my point with this was that, the the exposure was big, but also for Phantom or I guess Sonic. I guess Phantom still just at this moment 'cause that's what they were talking about. Um Nice exposure, but also it's like, with that chart, I don't know. it might be not the prettiest thing to jump in on, right? If you're coming in fresh. But as long as it gets you in the door, maybe you'll see something else you like.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of times the
We
way it
got some other
goes.
stuff we could show you that you'll like, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I've been there before, where I've been on a random chain and, you have some gains or you're like, I got to get out of this thing. And you're like, man, my funds are already sitting here. Let's poke around, see if there's anything else worth, worth throwing around. But yeah, that was pretty wild. I mean, it hasn't even been 24 hours. So that was, I was up way too late, just like watching that chart. And I mean, you were watching it unfold like live, you know what I mean? It was just,
Were you trading this chart, Dracula? Be transparent here.
I did not trade this chart, just because my rule of thumb is pretty much like, if it's on a spaces with Mario Nawfall, you're too late.
Yeah. Well, that was the crazy thing about this is it launched like at the start of the space, didn't it?
Yeah, so that would have been hard to. Yeah, I mean, it's not like one of those things where the token already existed for a week or two and then it hit some big spaces or whatever. So it was a unique situation, but I think I grabbed like a small bag, but then I kind of like got out really fast. Like I was like I got a feeling I'm just gonna get hosed on this because I'm too late. So
yeah. So the theory is that Pedro lost 3 million market cap. That's our power, dude. That's the power of GMSONIC, dude. We're making and breaking Pedro right now. So this is supposed to be like a RAND token, or is that kind of like the idea? Is that like this might be a because he tweeted there's a mongoose coming or something? Do you think that was RAND doing the screaming?
It could have been. At first when you played that clip again, I kind of started to think, is that one guy that's talking then going?
That's kind of what I was thinking he was doing.
But upon second listen, I can tell it's like two guys, I think. So yeah, maybe that was Ran in the background. I don't think anyone's necessarily like claiming ownership of the token. So I don't think Rand's like it's my token. I think it was just kind of like a coordinated marketing deal. And yeah, I mean, it just depends on what the goal is, I mean, the goal was to have a lot of volume and make a lot of noise for Fantom, then it succeeded.
I think the next phase for this should be to get BitBoy to launch a token, and then he and Rand can fight publicly on their channels about it.
When we drop the GMSONIC token, I actually got BitBoy kind of lined up already. So
okay.
Yeah, I told him 6 figs to tattoo Dracula above Cassie. So he said he'd do it. I think he's pretty open to propositions at the moment. So
I kind of like the idea of Fantom being a battleground between, you got OGs on one side, this little militia group, and they're having to fight off the big bad goat and also the big bad BitBoy and also the big bad Rand. That's an exciting time on the network, and it would increase volume a lot. So
the militia, I like that it's like a bunch of guys in like Oregon.
Yeah, that is kind of how it feels. The Fantom OGs are like the the militias, not magicians.
Yeah, we got like sticks and rocks and stuff. We're coming.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what we're gonna be battling it out on the charts.
There was, and I don't like it, to be honest. He says he tweeted out a box of tissues. I don't know, man. The bear market was just so brutal, and you got to have thick skin. And I mean, shit, as soon as things went south, I mean, people were coming after me all the time for shit I worked on or whatever. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I would just like to, I think the fighting is just getting a little tiresome. You know what I mean? Now, I don't think people that are even outside of our kind of like bubble or whatever know what's going on or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of infighting. I don't know. Hopefully we can find a way to get everybody just bullish and happy again.
Yeah. I think the only thing that's going to do that is just a sea of green, baby.
Yeah, we just need a lot of green. It's when the charts turn red, then all of a sudden everybody's like, no, you fucked it up.
Yeah.
No, you fucked it up.
Everyone's looking for someone to blame. Totally human impulse, totally get it. But yeah. I mean, so is Pedro like now on like the meme chart, like the meme leaderboard? Like,
No, it's let me pull up meme season.
this Meerkat has
Share.
been a sweet meme season.
I don't think it's on there yet. But let me zoom out. Let's see here. We got it's not on there yet, but we got Hoop, Sonic Goat, Tin Hat, Speedy, F Sonic, Mutsky, Eco, Chill Pill Go. Oh, look here. F Dog, a new
entrant into the arena. F Dog.
Yeah. So
what does the F and F Dog stand for?
I guess Fantom.
Free dog.
It's supposed to be like a play on Snow Dog, which was this thing that happened on Avalanche like 2 or 3 years ago on Thanksgiving. So like it was all just kind of like, it's kind of a play on that basically. Snow Dog was kind of more of like a liquidity experiment that went terribly wrong. So that's kind of like what F Dog was too. Is it started as more like a liquidity experiment. I help out with it, but yeah, that is now on the chart. So now you got 10 projects on the chart. So hopefully it keeps. Yeah, when Up Dog? Who's gonna make Up Dog? Funeral. You really shouldn't be put. Funeral has like $20 million ideas in like 40 minutes. You really shouldn't just be throwing all this stuff out on the stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He does that a lot. He likes to give it away for free. Man
of the people.
I think Up Dog. There has to be an Up Dog already.
Oh, I'm sure there is somewhere.
What's up, dog? But yeah, I mean, this meme season, dude. I'm excited to see F Dog's made it onto the list. I'm excited to see some movement on this thing. I think from last we looked at it, a lot of the rest of the stuff is kind of just static, right? In that they're the same, not as in like they're fuzzy or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of like when it first launched. I think we started with what 4 or 5, like 4, I think. And then we added a few. Week or two went by, added a couple, week or two. So, but yeah, it's good to see. And I think that was also, the Mario thing. The initial post talked about the meme competition and SFTMX. So at the end of the day, if it also could have been an exercise in getting eyes on the contest. He was putting out there like how much is up for grabs for winners, how it works. So yeah, I mean, obviously a lot of eyes on it. Maybe there's like some teams that start to say, hey, like let's go check that out. That might be worth, digging into. So, it made some noise. And maybe we do get that, maybe we get a few new projects. Maybe we get some new blood. I can guarantee with Sonic, there's going to be like a lot of there's going to be new projects, new builders, new people getting in. But yeah, I mean, right now we're just, it's kind of just the bulk of us waiting for Sonic. So yeah, I mean, I think I've said this before. I think the meme competition is actually like a good way to sort of fill this time, like, because what else would we do otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, twiddle our thumbs and pray for. We probably just get into more fights. You know what I mean? There's more people complaining at each other about why things aren't working. Yeah, I was looking to see if there had been any update on the meme coin, small cap meme coin contest.
Oh
just to
yeah,
kinda
yeah.
keep these in line, but it doesn't look like it yet.
Yeah, update that chart, boys. We'll take a look at it on stream.
Today it's Sonic X versus Angel, Phantom Angel in the chat right now, and versus Groiper. So
big day today.
Exciting stuff, guys. And I would love to see one of these guys pick up enough momentum to launch onto this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
From the small cap competition. What it should be is you should just consume the TVL of whoever you defeat. That should be the small cap competition.
They have to give you the Phantom from their LP, and
you have to surrender the LP. So yeah, in the chat, drop who you're supporting. All right, let's see it. If it's I don't care if it's a big cap meme coin here on the Fantom dashboard, or if it's one of the small cap ones. Let's see it.
He says shrimp fights on Sunday. Get ready.
You know what I like about this shrimp? Here, I'm gonna tell you something here. What I like about the shrimp is it's the same exact logo that is for the minor league baseball team here in Jacksonville, the Jumbo Shrimp.
Oh, I forgot.
So I've got a hat with the same shrimp on it.
I forgot about the Jumbo Shrimp. Sonic Shrimp, man, you need to get on that. Yeah, the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. I remember that was like headlines, I guess, years ago.
Yeah. So Sonic Shrimp, if you can land a deal with them, that's easy 10K there. That's an easy 10K liquidity.
Yeah, like imagine you're like FTX or something. You got the shrimps playing in a stadium, and one of those big banners, on the wall is just like, Sonic Shrimp.
Hell yeah, dude. The Sonic Shrimp, the Jumbo Shrimp and the Sonic Shrimp are teaming up, dude. Shrimp from the Village, go Jags. That's what I like to see. Hell yeah, brother.
Go Jag. All right, we're not going to go into this right now. I don't mind the Jags, though, honestly.
Hey, well, I appreciate you not minding us. And Gabby is correct. Surrender thy fancies. I want to see the fancies, dude. Fancies get the panties. You know what I'm saying? Everyone loves fancies.
That's the old one right there. I haven't heard that one in a while.
Man, yeah, let's see here. The meme coins I've held all sideways, all down. Even my Solana ones will have all gone to have held by now. I don't even want to open it up and look at them.
Yeah, and it was and I've seen some chatter as well about the I don't know if you're familiar, but there was Avalanche kind of had a meme thing. They called it Meme Rush, and it kind of ended up with a lot of criticism because the whole idea was that they were just like giving like crazy incentives for you to stake your meme tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think like anything else, like people just learn the system and game it, right? So what would happen is everybody's locking their meme tokens to get like all this free Avalanche and what, AVAX, whatever. And while they're locking, all the big holders just dumped. So a lot of people are kind of like taking that out on like the Avalanche Foundation, but I'm like, hey, you should just give them credit at least for they try things a lot. You know what I mean? They try a lot of things, and a lot of times these things just end up costing them money, and they just, they're trying. So that's kind of how I feel about the meme competition, is that I like to see, whether it's just a roaring success or not. I do like to just see that like the foundation is they're trying things. They're, you know what I mean? They're going after it. They're doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I've actually seen very much criticism of the meme competition, because I mean, what is there to really, there's not a whole lot to criticize. But I will say price action wise, this is actually, we are like down right now from, like last week or so, but, really not like a ton to necessarily be like super mad about. They're not, it's just normal price action is, I guess, what I'm getting at. So,
yeah,
I do think overall it's like the meme competition's a positive thing.
For sure. And I kind of want to agree with you, and I kind of want to expand on even that concept of the trying and failing that AVAX had, right? It's a typical thing in crypto because it's also like public, and also so people get so like economically entwined with the projects. But it is like it's difficult. It's difficult to try something new or to try anything, to build anything. And even harder to get it to like work like how you think it's going to work, because it usually won't. Right? Like you remember like everyone likes to talk about like game theory and stuff, but the reality is people are like irrational actors, so it doesn't really matter. You can't really predict human behavior.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone could have predicted. I mean, leading up to the Avalanche thing, it was like super bullish. I mean, everybody was buying. The foundation was also on Avalanche. They were also bidding on some of the tokens.
Oh yeah. I mean, I remember everyone was joking about it. I was joking about it, how kind of goofy it was for them to be buying what Cock. Was it that AVAX one?
Yeah, COQ cock. Yeah, yeah, they were max bidding that, but that was kind of like their flagship meme, which that's one thing. Phantom right now we're kind of like in flux. Is I feel like on Avalanche you had all these other memes, but at the end of the day, everybody was still like cock is the meme, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for all this cock talk, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah,
locker room talk.
And yeah, we're still on Phantom. We're still kind of dealing with that. Where we've said this a million times that, the tokens that seem to do the best are when they can get like community to rally, and I feel like you still just got like 3 or 4 tokens that are just kind of all competing for that position. So I don't know if we'll ever end up with that, where it's like, oh, when somebody says Phantom, I think of this, What
do you think of when you think of Phantom? And chat, what do you think of when you think of Phantom? What is the first thing that comes to mind? For me, it's spooky stuff.
Yeah.
It's still spooky stuff.
I get spooky stuff, of course, yeah.
But I'm an old head. So
here's my order. I go, you say Phantom, I think of ghosts. And I'm like, ooh, spooky. And then I go, oh, my equalizer position. I love that. I love that equalizer position. So getting off the topic of memes, yeah, it's like spooky stuff, equalizer. That's what I get right now.
That's what you get. I think spooky stuff. I think spooky swap. I think cats. And I think there should be more cat meme quotes.
Yeah, which I didn't even say this yet. We kind of got a big show next week.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing like pretty much a full episode with Spooky Swap.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that. Sort of, they're kind of like one of those teams where, I know who they are, but I've never really I did meet some of them in Texas, and that was really cool because I'd never actually just had like a real conversation with some of the team. But yeah, it's kind of like Spooky's almost like a little mysterious, in terms of like they don't have like a really like going back to Equalizer, like their team is very front and center. Like they all, who the people on the team are. They're all active on Discord and Twitter, and Spooky's just like a little more mysterious in that regard,
Mm-hmm.
So I am looking forward to that. They've been doing a bunch of stuff for like I guess at this point it's like V4. And they've already dropped some of the features. But yeah, that's going to be a big show. So I'm looking forward to that. I think we record Monday.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it straight from the cat's mouth, dude. I want to hear what these new features are, how they're working together. And I think if anyone in the chat has any questions, drop them, because that might be a pre-record, right? So
yeah, that'll be a pre-record. So we'll record Monday, and hopefully it'll drop Tuesday sometime. So yeah, if you guys get anything with that, hit us up.
Yeah, got any pressing questions for Spooky, the Lord Spooky themselves? Let us know, dude. Otherwise, I'm gonna be asking them kind of, what their favorite breakfast cereal is.
Do you like candy corn?
Yeah, what their favorite mobile game is, their waifus, all that kind of stuff. All the good, hard-hitting questions that I'm known
What's
for.
your favorite color?
Well, mine, I kind of like black, and blue, and red, and green, and yellow, and orange.
But yeah, that's gonna be cool. I would like to. I've talked to the Equalizer guys about them coming on. I'm sure we'll do that eventually.
Dude, they got to come on, dude. With how much candy corn is... Get this guy out of the chat. Okay.
I'm with you. I'm actually with you, Dime. I hate it.
With your Equalizer position, dude, they should be begging you to come on here, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, all right, cool, man. We got anything else to cover?
I think that's about it. I had some other topics, but we've pretty much done an hour, so maybe we'll save those for later.
Yeah, I kind of. Yeah, okay, we can save it for later. I want to do one of these more interactive ones where we're building like a position stuff, but I'm just gonna do that in private. I'm gonna keep the secrets to myself.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let you guys see how I make my fortune this month.
Well, I think that'd be fun. Maybe we could like crowdsource some trades or something and check on them, see how they're doing.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I want to do like a weird, interesting project. I want to do a really funky thing with the blockchain that hasn't been done yet, or maybe has been done but is new to me. I'll talk to you about it later.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if it's Buffalo Wild Wings on chain, I'm with you. So,
God damn it, dude.
oh, I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, I mean, if it's like Buffalo Wild Wings gift cards on chain, let's do it.
On gift cards on chain, that's the future of the blockchain, dude. That's kind of really rapidly where we're hitting with these rewards programs.
Yep. RWA, man.
That's right.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. We had streams both days this week. We didn't pre-record anything, but it's kind of nice to just take a little break, just get the stream, get the chat with you guys, read the comments. It's fun. So you know where to find us, Fantom Talk, for the streams and the episodes, also on YouTube, GM_Sonic, and podcasts, which I think our last stream, we were very like, it was a lot of information and it was very like informative. So that one did actually get uploaded for listening. This one, I don't know if it will or not, but yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Let us know what you prefer, actually, live or recorded, in the chat. And yeah, we'll see you next week. And
we'll see you with that spooky.
Everyone that you know in your life to like and subscribe and follow.
All right, till next time.
Audio.